Hi, it's Jennifer Joy, your Spark Your Being mentor, fearless living coach, and soul success guide. And it's the holiday season, and I think you know that. And so during this holidays, I wanted to talk a little bit about paradox because I think paradox is a great thing to really pull into your understanding of the holiday season because the holiday season really is a paradox, right? In so many ways. A paradox is something that there are two things that seem to be the opposite, but actually both are true. So with the holidays, for instance, we have this flurry and frenzy of activity and busyness. And there's also this stillness in this season, this stillness that is all about family and tradition and spirit and love. So that's the paradox of the holiday season. So I wanted to talk, like I said, this is the holiday season, so it's kind of a nice time to really understand the truth of the holiday paradox. And also, I've been making my way through the Outlander series, this book. And excuse me if I mispronounce her name. The Outlander series is written by Diana Gabaldon, is I believe how she pronounces it. And I read them years and years ago. I started the series, when there were just like 3 or 4 books in it. And so this year I decided to pick it up, start over, and move on through. And right now I am on I believe the one that's called The Echo of the Bone. And in that series, Roger Mackenzie, one of the main characters, is remembering a quote that his adoptive father said. And his adoptive father was a minister. And the quote is, "If you ever find yourself in the midst of paradox, you can be sure that you are on the edge of truth." I'm going to say that one more time. If you ever find yourself in the midst of paradox, you can be sure that you are on the edge of truth. And I believe that it's embracing that entirety of that paradox, that entirety of the truth of who we are, that really propels us forward in life. We don't get stuck, we don't get blocked as much when we realize that as human beings, we are a walking, talking paradox. We are human and we are spirit, two seemingly opposite things that come together in the truth of who we are. And I know for me, I'm full of paradoxes, but I'm just going to share a couple with you. One thing is that I have this really extremely analytical and logical portion of my brain that really wants to have proof and understanding of everything and figure it out and solve those problems. And then I have a side of me that is enamored with the mysteries of life and the esoteric. And for years, those things were at war with each other until I accepted that they both are who I am as Jennifer Joy. I've also been told that I have a very grounding energy. I've got a very graceful, grounding energy. And yet you've seen my videos, or at least this one, I also, in the midst of that grounding energy, it's kind of like the holidays if I think about it. I also have this energy and the spontaneity and sparkiness, even with that grounding energy, which seems like a paradox to me, but somehow it works and it comes together. So these paradoxes, there are 4 main paradoxes. You'll have your own little individual ones, like I was just talking about, but we humans come to Earth and have 4 main paradoxes. They're found in our soul patterns. They are soul patterns, where these 2 opposite things that are both true for us. And when we learn how to accept those opposites, again, we're able to move forward in our life and move forward with our projects and our businesses and our creative work. It's a beautiful thing. So on my website, sparkyourbeing.com, I have little reports on all 4 of these paradoxes or soul patterns. I'm going to call them soul patterns from now on. So I wanted to show them to you really briefly. Obviously you can't read them, but jump on sparkyourbeing.com to get them. So the first one is the peace paradox. And so if you think of peace as a spectrum on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 is totally blissed out peaceful, and 1 is actually panic. But both of them exist in peace. And it's really cute. I've got this little archetype about a penny. Panic, are you in the panic mode penny, or are you peaceful penny? Where are you on that spectrum? but both exist in your divine design. Both exist. Both are the truth of who you are. So these reports talk about how you can move on that spectrum a little more toward peace and acceptance of both sides of that coin. So that's the first one. The second one is confused or confident Connie. This is all around the soul pattern or life theme of wisdom. Wisdom, are you in confusion right now? And can you accept that? Or are you in confident right now? And what can you do no matter where you are on that spectrum? That's listed right on this sheet. I have Judging Julie. Now this is actually who I am. This is my main, well, I am Judging Julie, but I'm also, go figure, Joyous Julie. Yes, I'm a Julie. This is all around the life theme or soul pattern of love. And on that spectrum, you have joy and love, and you have judgment. So this is my main life theme right here. And so again, it gives a little action step you can take. And then the final soul pattern or life theme is all around service. Service. So where are you right now? If that is your main paradox, your main soul pattern, are you in sacrifice or are you in service? And again, both of those are part of your divine design. Both of those aspects, your soul came to this earth to learn about. So it's about embracing them. And let me tell you, at the holiday season, embracing this paradox and understanding that that's the truth of who you are, it is, believe me, the greatest gift you can give yourself. So again, if you're interested in getting these reports on the 4 main soul patterns and some training around it, go to sparkyourbeing.com and go ahead and sign up. Sign up, get those right to your inbox. So thank you so much for listening. I do wish you all a beautiful, joyful, happy holiday season. And remember to be yourself, express yourself, even the paradox of you, actually especially the paradox of you, and share your spark.